underground tailor to the stars.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Here we are again. Okay, welcome, Buenas Cameron Diaz, welcome to Pedro TV, and welcome to Zio Ledeux.
Hello, Pedro.
How you doing?
How do you do?
I'm going good, mate, I'm going good.
Good.
It's a pleasure and a privilege to be invited into your studio where you create, I should explain, Zio is the tailor to the underground stars of Sydney. He's worked with many performers, well,
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
drop some names, don't be shy. You've had initial, you do a lot of private parties and events
Yes.
in the Sydney Underground. We
Yes.
can't really be too, we can't really say much more because some of them are at illegal warehouses and illegal things happen.
That's right.
Yes.
They do.
Shenanigans. Now you're rumoured to be working with the, because you're a tailor, because you create costumes and amazing designs, there's a rumour that you're working with the JARROD HAYNE Experiment with their reunion gig.
Yes, I am.
They're pretty legendary, but they're pretty highly strung. What's it like to deal with their egos? And
Quite difficult, and I do try to keep them in check.
who's the worst?
Oh, look, I couldn't say. That's like picking your favourite child, really. They're all as easy and as difficult to work with.
You're a gentleman. You're a diplomat and a gentleman. So let's talk about some of the gear, like this guy here. Do you have a name for the costumes? Do you have a title?
Some of them have names.
This one?
Snail Trail. No, I've got no idea. I just saw this here. And
Okay. So this is one that you would wear, or someone
yes,
else?
I have worn this, and someone else has worn it.
The sequins are fabulous.
It was for a vaudeville party.
Cool, cool. And this guy here, that's
this
more
was
military
just,
kind of thing?
most of my things I just make on a whim.
Right, right.
Because I like the idea of what it is, and I think, oh, I'd like to make that, so I try to figure out how to make it. And the more challenging, the more rewarding it is.
So is it from seeing other people's, what they're wearing, or seeing pictures in magazines? Like I know you've got lots of little pictures and that.
Well, it's a combination of things. I mean,
Pan around. Slowly move around. Slowly move around. Yeah. Slowly move around.
Lots of different things inspire me. Like I think I saw a shirt of yours one day. And I thought, oh.
Hand back, hand back. Yeah, yeah.
I got an idea.
Okay.
From that.
And what was that? Quickly.
I think I saw a shirt someone was wearing that had seams down the back of it.
Ah.
And I thought, I know what I can do with that.
Right. So it's not always the gaudy things like sequins and borders.
No.
Sometimes it's a very subtle thing like a seam or something.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the kind of eye for detail that only a master tailor would pick up on. And I admire that. I admire that. So here you've got. Why I really feel privileged to be here is because I love this space. He's got so many little intriguing little things. He's got lots of dolls, lots of bolts of silk and cloth. Is there any one doll that you kind of explain? Well, you've got these two dolls happening.
Yes. These are for an upcoming exhibition. They're actually part of the JARROD HAYNE Experiment.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I always heard they were very avant-garde.
Yes,
and,
I can't really say much more at the moment.
No, you've got...
Can I just grab something to show you?
It's like show and tell, isn't it?
It is like
back
show
in the
and
Belfast primary school.
That's right.
On those cold, windy days when you had to bring something in. Yeah. Oh,
These are little gothic dolls.
Wow.
And they're going to have...
that's sweet. Sparrow wings.
They're going to be like that.
You haven't killed any sparrows?
No. But I did eat the chicken that these came from.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting, yeah. I was just looking actually, pin cushions and dolls. It's not hard to, it's not a big jump to go to voodoo, is it?
No.
You've got the doll,
No,
you've got these,
that's right.
you've got these pin cushions, see? It's not hard.
Just
put one in. Oh.
Several times.
Yeah, it's not a big stretch. Historically, I can see the connection.
Yeah.
Dressmakers, tailors,
voodoo dolls.
Clients who don't pay them,
Yes.
they get
that's right.
they get a lot of pins.
automatically.
Okay, well, it's been a pleasure. I think we're going to have a break and then have part 2 of our discussion.
Okay.
So coming up, part 2 of Pedro Meets Zio.
I'll be there.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
See, fair?
Yeah. That's good.
A little better?
That's good.
Okay. Okay, part 2, rolling part 2. Now, we've got one more piece of clothing, article.
Yes, this is a coat that I made. Someone gave me a bolt of fabric that had all these every character from every character from a horror movie.
Yeah, zombies
The
and
Bride,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, Dracula, Black Cats, everyone's there. And so I made this coat out of it.
With the great buttons again,
Yeah.
Very, as you say, 18th century French.
Yes.
Decadent court.
Yes.
Decadent aristocrats would wear this.
Yes.
You know, hard toiling peasants would be so dead.
They wouldn't get a look in.
No. Well, they couldn't pull it off. You have to be a decadent aristocrat to pull off something like that. Come on.
That's true.
I think. But,
another thing I liked making was these two-tone golf shirts, I guess
that's
you'd
all,
call
or
them.
even indoor bowling.
Indoor
It's
bowling,
got that look, you know?
yeah.
Kind of
Sure.
daggy American, daggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quite like the idea of having every panel a different colour.
Yes. Yeah, your eye moves around it. But I mean, how or when or why did you ever begin making clothes yourself? What was it? Was the need? Was there a need or a?
Well, when I was about 8 years old, I lived with my grandmother, and she used to sew every day, and I'd sit on the edge of her bed and just watch her, completely fascinated, because she'd make a new outfit every day.
Yeah.
And then years later, when I'd go into a shop and see, oh, I like that jacket, you know, or that fabric, and go, oh, it's a woman's cut.
Yeah.
And this would happen repeatedly, and I'd just go, oh, I'm sick of this, and I'm going to make my own clothes now.
Yes, buggery
that's what
corporations and
that's right.
Sweatshops.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what you like, because I know that, you know, I've seen you walk around the streets of King Street, you know, rocking some really good gear, you know, and it's very individual, which is fantastic. And I know a lot of people appreciate what you do, you know, dressing them and clothing them, and,
Right.
but also making them look fabulous, which is a real gift. Not everyone can do that.
True.
So it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Pedro.
Zio, it's been a pleasure, man.
Nice
and
being here with you.
Hope to see more of your work around the streets.
You will.
And in
You
the
will.
nightclubs.
Yes.
Not that I go to many, but...
No. Neither do I.
Yeah. What about Halloween? Is that your kind
Halloween's
of like big
great.
time of year?
Halloween's a good time of year. Last year it was fantastic because it fell on... The Blue Moon Festival fell on Halloween.
Wow, October 30th? Wow.
31st.
Sorry.
And the streets were just full of zombies and all sorts of amazing people.
Did you go to the church, the midnight mass?
No, I forgot about
Because
that.
they played Nick Cave and all this kind of incredible music. So
Right.
I'm hoping to go there this year.
But I went to the talks at the funeral parlour,
Okay.
both of them,
Wow.
on Emerald Road.
Were they profound?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, profound and moving and a bit kind of wacky.
Yeah.
Wow,
All of
fantastic. Well, yeah, okay, so adios from Pedro TV,
Adios.
and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See you,
Bye-bye.
This is something else I'm working on for the JARROD HAYNE experiment. I'm making a violin.
Okay. That's some really nice. You're making that's some really nice fretwork. You've got some nice fretwork you've done with a saw.
This was formerly a tree in the backyard that I chopped down.
Wow. Are there no ends to your talents?
There are none.
And then what are you doing with the collage bit?
And then it's going to be collaged on top.
Oh, lovely.
And then it's going to be collaged on the back and on the sides as well.
Wow, so that'll look amazing when the band get on stage with that violin. Is it going to be electric? Is it going to be amplified?
It's going to be amplified.
Wow.
This was a commission piece.
Okay.
That I was asked to do.
Wow.
For Art Blank, who's a musician, world-renowned musician.
I've heard of him. Of course, I've heard of him. I mean, that's why I asked you about the egos. You know, they're
terrible.
They're amazing, but they're shocking how they treat people.
They are.
Basically,
they step on people.
But they make great music, so we forgive them. We forgive them.
We do.
Okay. Well, thanks, Zio, and good luck with working with the band.
No worries.
Okay, mate.
Thank you.
And finally, here's a great shot of Zio and a good friend of ours, Louise Steer, at some kind of fancy do, some kind of maybe